This is Augustana Sportscene, a weekly update on Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Now, let's catch up on the action and excitement of Augustana Athletics as we roll our Augustana Sports Update for this week.
Last weekend, Coach Ashley Buckley's Augustana volleyball team picked up a pair of 3-0 road wins at Bemidji State and Minnesota Crookston. Jordan Spatanka led the offense with 16 kills, with Courtney Yisker adding 10 against Bemidji. Junior setter Katie Neeson took over starting duties running the offense, and she dished out 25 assists, with Kayla Walrick notching 15 digs. Then in the Crookston victory, Katie Neeson again had a fine match as she passed out 34 assists and registered 12 digs. Courtney Yisker nailed 13 kills, and Holly Halfmeyer tacked on 12. In football, Coach Mike Aldrich's team dropped a high-scoring 42-34 shootout on the road at NCAA number 2 ranked Minnesota Duluth. UMD could do no wrong in the first half as they pushed out to a 35-6 halftime lead. Augustana caught fire in the second half and outscored the Bulldogs 28-7, but UMD managed to hold on to move their record to 4-0 on the season. The Vikings piled up 409 yards of total offense, including 301 through the air. Quarterback Josh Hansen completed 28 of 49 passes for 3 touchdowns. Josh's scoring tosses went to Grant Gebhardt from 25 yards out, Darren Nicholson from 24 yards, and Ben Parsley from 11. Gebhardt had his third 100-yard receiving game of the season as he had 8 catches for 111 yards. Isaac Jorgensen grabbed 5 passes for a career-high 55 yards. Sophomore running back Dejan Newell ran for 79 yards in 20 carries. Thomas Vanasek led the Augustana defense with a career-high 11 tackles. Austin Lukey added 10 tackles, while Ross Peterson snagged his first career interception. In soccer, Coach Brandon Barkas's team tied Minnesota Crookston 0-0 before falling to Bemidji State 2-1. The Vikings outshot Crookston 19-5, but couldn't find the back of the net. Goalkeeper Amanda Wagner picked up her second shutout of the season and the 10th of her career. Against Bemidji, Augustana got out to a 1-0 halftime lead behind Sheila Grogan's goal off assist by Jessie Huff and Peyton Fry. But Bemidji came back with 2 goals in the second half to claim the home win. In men's golf, Coach Steve Clark's team finished second in the 12-team Concordia St. Paul Invitational. C.J. Halcomb led the Vikings as he fired a 36-hole score of 149. Tyler Jensvold followed with a 152. Clay and Kyle Copland both shot 153, and Luke Robeson recorded a 154. And in women's golf, Coach Peggy Kirby's team won 2 tournaments as they claimed championships at the Concordia Invitational and the Southwest Minnesota State Invitational. Emily Kavidra paced Augustana in both tournaments. She shot a 150 in the Concordia Invitational and a 146 in the Southwest Invitational. Maggie Leland was next in line for the Vikings at Concordia with a 152, while Jennifer Peterson finished with a 154 at Southwest. That's our sports update for this week. When we come back, we'll talk Augustana football with Coach Mike Aldrich. Stay with us.
Augustana Sportscene is brought to you by Sanford Health, improving the human condition, and by Mid-Continent Communications, part of our community, part of your life. Augustana Sportscene is also brought to you by Graham Automotive, real service, real value.
1, 2, 3, fight!
Today we come together, united as a human family. Today we share the same stage, the same commitment, the same dream. Today is not just about the ceremony, the flags raised at the end. It's about what it takes to get there, the commitment, the finest training, and digging deep when the moment depends on it. Today we come together to improve the human condition.
Meet Rob Moore from Aberdeen, South Dakota. As a Mid-Continent service manager, he makes sure our service techs have the tools to keep customers ahead of the technology game. Rob also keeps busy coaching youth football teaching kids both the fundamentals of the game and good sportsmanship. Looks like Rob's a game changer in more ways than one.
I'm Rob Moore, and we're good people here in Aberdeen.
Premium is the new standard. The Volkswagen Passat. That's the power of German engineering.
Joining me now is Augustana head football coach Mike Aldrich. Well, Mike, last Saturday night the Vikings traveled up to Minnesota Duluth to take on the number 2 Bulldogs. It was an entertaining ball game, not for the coach necessarily, but for fans. If you were just a general fan, not on either side, and you watched the whole game, it was quite a football game. But the Vikings, not a good first half, but a great second half. And just your thoughts on a kind of a wild game.
Well, you know, I think initially the first quarter was where we wanted it to be. They scored a touchdown, and we were able to get a field goal, and it was still a pretty tight ball game at that point. We got an interception, and then they were able to, on the next drive, get an interception themselves for a touchdown, which started to get the momentum towards them a little bit. We went back down. We kicked a field goal, so it's 14-6. So it's still a very reachable ball game. But then they take the ensuing kickoff 92 yards for a touchdown to elongate that lead to 21-6, and it kind of deflated the sails a little bit. So we were, the rest of that second quarter, very unproductive on both offense and defense, and allowed them to score a couple more touchdowns, and we didn't put anything else up on the board. So going into halftime, it was 35-6. And, I think there was a number of fans decided to head for the gates at that point up there too.
Yeah, well, I watched the second half here on the internet, and I was so impressed, Mike. And I know people always want to know, what did you tell them at halftime? The Vikings turned it around, scored 28 points the second half, and really pushed Duluth all over the field. So what happened at the half?
Well, we just revisited everything that we had talked about in preparation for the game. I mean, we knew that we could play with them, and if we do the little things right, that we could beat that team. And I think they lost some of that faith in the second quarter when there was those 2 big plays, the kickoff return and the interception for a touchdown. So those snowballed into an avalanche, and so the halftime was good. It got us to regroup. We got them to get refocused on the things that they need to really focus on, instead of the big goal at the end and a 29-point deficit. Let's just focus on doing what we need to do to get back in the game, and we slowly did that, and our guys slowly started believing, and the energy on the sidelines was pretty impressive all the way right up to the end, even when Duluth was kneeling out at the end of the game.
Right. Well, it was a fantastic performance, and I think if in the second half, and I think if it shows you anything, Mike, and your players, it's how good you can be. And the Vikings certainly want to bottle that now and go a game at a time, which starts at Wayne State this next week. But let's talk about the Duluth game. Let's go to offense first.
Well, offensively, I mean, we knew going into the game that both the Duluth and the Augie offenses are the 2 best in the conference as far as what we had done through the first 3 weeks. And so we kind of knew it was going to be somewhat of an offensive show, even though both us and Duluth try to pride ourselves on being defensive football teams. And overall, at the end of the day, you know, we had a much better day on offense than they did. Josh threw, I think, for over 300 yards. He had a great day back there. Dejan rushed for about 80 yards, somewhere in that area. So we had a very good day offensively, especially in the second half. We really started to click, and Josh really got into a rhythm and made some things happen. And then on defense, we did some good things. I mean, we knew that our goal was to stop the run and make their quarterback have to throw to beat us. And we held them to, I think it was about 170 yards rushing, and they've been averaging 300. And we forced their quarterback to throw the ball 29 times. And for a run-oriented play-action pass type team, that's what we needed to do. And unfortunately, their quarterback hit a couple passes that weren't great for us, but he made some good plays. I mean, he's a great kid, and so he was able to burn us a little bit on that.
Yeah, Chase Vogler is who Mike's talking about, a very experienced quarterback for the Bulldogs, very good player. How about special teams?
Well, special teams, we knew going into it that could probably be the difference in the ball game. However, we played compared to how they played, and that 92-yard kick return was probably the dagger to the heart of our team. But on the other side of it, our punt return game was very good. We had a big punt return in the third quarter that really helped put our offense in good position. We nearly blocked a punt there at the end of the game. Drew Behrens scored 10 points, converted 2 field goals and all his extra points. His kickoffs were, other than that, the one that they took to the house, his kickoffs were right down to about the 5 or the goal line. So every facet was in pretty good shape other than that kickoff coverage group. Okay, well, the Vikings learn a lot as you go early in the season. And Mike, this week down to Wayne State, a tough team. Yeah, they were 3-0, and they came off a tough 5-point loss to St. Cloud State here this last weekend. We have them for their homecoming, so it'll be an interesting trip. It always is. It's a good battle between our two squads. They've had our number the last couple of years, so we're hoping to be able to reverse that trend this year. Okay, well, good luck to you and your team. Thank you.
You can be part of
something bigger.
At Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll have more than a place to do your banking.
As a member of Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union, you'll receive interest refunds on your loans, actual cash back every month.
They're the loan leaders. They even gave their members over $91,000 back last year.
And no hoops to jump through.
Just a place to do your banking, where you are the focus, not profit.
Sioux Empire Federal Credit Union. Yesterday's values, tomorrow's technology.
He's got the strength and is making it look easy.
Show renewed strength. Whether it's our physicians, therapists, or athletic trainers, Sanford offers the finest and most integrated orthopedic team and services around.
There's nothing he couldn't lift right now.
For the everyday competitor in all of us, Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
With 25 years of experience and an outstanding trio of dentists, Doctors Berdahl, Fyock, and Swingdorf, along with their caring team at Sensational Smiles, are passionate about developing long-lasting relationships. Sensational Smiles will partner with you to keep your teeth clean for a lifetime. Also check out our cavity-free club for kids with Sammy our mascot at sensationalsmilesforyou.com. Call 332-4751 now for a sensational smile every day. With me now is Augustana volleyball coach Ashley Buckley. Ashley, last weekend the Vikings hit the road up north and we traveled to Bemidji State and Minnesota Crookston, and it was a great weekend for the Vikings, 2 victories.
Yeah, we came out, I thought, really passing the ball well against Bemidji State, and I thought Katie Neeson did a great job distributing our offense. We had nice performances from our outside. That was exciting to see. Holly Halfmeyer had a great night for us out of the middle, and then our back row was consistent out of serve receive, and that's something we've been talking a lot about. When we headed to Crookston, we knew that they were a much improved team, and they sure are this year. They have some nice hitters for them. They're running a 6-2 offense, and so they have a lot of power from a lot of different positions. Again, I thought we defended the ball really well. They tried to attack our right back, and we stepped up our game. Katie Neeson again played really well, and Julia Witt out of the middle back. But I thought overall we competed really hard when the game was close. So we won 25-23, and we just came up with some clutch plays at clutch moments. So it wasn't our best match. We had more unforced errors than what we wanted to, but we found ways to win, and that's really the goal, especially when you're on the road. Yeah, well, the Vikings, backing up a little bit, took on Wayne State on Tuesday night last week here. And kind of a disappointing outcome, Ashley, but maybe you're learning about your team. Yeah, we definitely are learning a lot as a team. We started so slow in the first 2 sets and had more unforced errors than what we could afford, because Wayne is a team that plays a really clean game, doesn't err much. But we got better as the match went on, and in the 3rd and the 4th set, I thought we played fantastic. 5th set is anyone's game, as we know. We started out really slow, got down 7-3, rallied back, was close at 12s, and then unfortunately we weren't able to pull it off and lost 15-13. But overall, all you can ask for from your team as a coach is for them to play hard, to rally hard, to believe they can win. And, you know, since I've been here, I haven't seen enough of that, especially when we get down 0-2. So I thought for us to come back and compete hard in the fifth set is really an accomplishment for this team. It definitely is fueling our fire, knowing that we lost a really tight one that we, you know, anticipated coming in and competing well for. But, you know, they're a good team. They're going to do well this year. And nevertheless, if it's a learning lesson, then I'd rather have it early than late.
Yeah, well, anyway, the Vikings back in action here this week. We're filming this on Monday. We play Southwest Minnesota State, one of the best teams in the country, tomorrow night. Hopefully here you're going to make that or catch up on that through the media. But as we look ahead here to the weekend, the Vikings are back home again with 2 matches against the University of Mary and Minot State.
Yeah, we're happy to be back home. We saw Mary earlier this season during a preseason tournament. The scary thing with Mary is that they run a really fast offense. So, you know, our goal will be to serve them aggressively, to try to slow down their offense, get them out of system, and then also just to block the ball well. Defense will be a huge part of our game, and then also having distributed offense will be important for us as well. Minot we have seen play during preseason, but we haven't played them yet. You know, they're an up-and-coming team new to our conference, so it should be fun just to, you know, have them at our place first this year. But another important weekend, we're happy to be home. We got 3 in a row this week at home, so, you know, we're really hopeful that'll be a great week.
Well, fans, get out and support the Vikings with matches this week. Good luck, Ashley.
Thank you.
With me today on our Viking Snapshot is head baseball coach Tim Huber. Well, Coach, exciting things going on at Augustana with our baseball facility. It has been a miraculous effort here. So first, talk about what's been going on.
Well, we've had some busy months the past few, as you know. Just once everything kind of got rolling, Lee Goldhammer kicked us off and gave us a chunk of money to get started, and we've had some big players along the way. Don Karras has been great, you know, and some big pieces to the puzzle. And we started with we're going to turf our infield, and then it went to hopefully we can do our dugouts and our grandstand and all that's going in, and the suite and the press box, and it's just been unbelievable the process how it's been, and it's starting to look really cool. It really looks cool, and you're seeing some footage here of the field. With turf. The brown, of course, is actually made to look like dirt, but that's turf. The green is turf and looks like grass, and a lot of other things going on at the field. Jeff Holm and Tim, who've been the leaders in this project, have informed me that 109 donors have stepped forward for this, and we've raised over $750,000, largely through the efforts of Tim and Jeff leading the way. But we had another big gift last week that came in that's going to do something more special for us. We just found out last Thursday Major League Baseball kicked in a grant for us through their Baseball Tomorrow Fund, so we're going to put lights at our field as well, and we got a little bit of work to do in raising the remaining dollars for that, but we think we can get that taken care of, and we're hoping to get those in here sometime this winter probably, and that's going to be another huge bonus just for us, for summer stuff, for tournaments, senior tournaments, youth tournaments in the summer. We're just bringing more people to Augustana on campus. It's going to be really cool. This is going to be a wonderful, beautiful facility. I believe the only turf infield in the Dakotas. Is that right? That's correct. And also in South Dakota, and the only one in the NSIC. Is that right? Yep. So talk about what it means for the program in terms of everything. Well, we've realized the benefits in fall practice already. You know, you show up, you go practice in between drills that you don't have to worry about raking the field or divots or holes, and after practice is done, you basically go home, and that part of it's been awesome. It's unbelievable how it plays. It's so true to grass and dirt. It plays really, really well, and the other huge factor for us is being in the Midwest is getting outside earlier, not dealing with the muck and the frost and the early weather stuff. So those are all huge advantages. We're hoping recruiting, it's a big bonus for us. We want to sit in the suite when we get everything done and show, talk with prospective student athletes and show them the field and say, hey, this is what you can go play on. And that's it should be pretty cool. I mean, we're looking forward to it being done.
It's going to be fantastic. And one more surprise thing here for Tim he doesn't know about, but on October 6th, he's getting married to Paula. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I am. It's 2 weeks away. I just thought of that last night. She hasn't run away yet. So, she's done all the planning, and I'm still in baseball mode. I got to transition to wedding mode here pretty quick.
Yeah, well, congratulations. And fans, you're going to look forward to the new field over here. It's going to be drop dead beautiful. Good luck, Tim.
Absolutely. Thanks, Bill.
Premium is the new standard. The Volkswagen Passat, that's the power of German engineering.
Timing means everything here at Sanford, where experts have the skill to make split-second decisions when life hands you the unexpected. It takes a team to be the best, prepared and connected to a network of care, to life-saving treatments, ready before you ever need us. Your heart, our hands, connected. Sanford Heart.
Midconet Extreme Wideband. 3 levels of extremely fast connections with exceptional capacity to choose from. Extreme 1.0. Exciting speeds that start out faster than anyone in the region. Extreme 2.0. Exhilarating speed for gaming or streaming. Extreme 3.0. Extraordinary speed for the whole house. It's among the nation's fastest. 3 extreme speeds. Only from Midconet Extreme Wideband.
Build your own bundle and save today. xisnext.com.
Joining me now is outstanding senior women's golfer, Emily Kavidra. Emily, I did not miss on your name, too bad anyway, but welcome to Augustana Sportscene. It's great to have you here. You're having a phenomenal career at Augustana in women's golf, but before we talk about that, let's begin by talking about why you picked Augustana. Why did you come here?
I'd never heard of Augustana before. I got a letter from Coach and Patty in the mail that they were impressed with my scores and my swing, so they asked me to come on a visit, and I fell in love with Sioux Falls and the team and the coaches.
And Emily's from Blaine, Minnesota, and she's now in her senior year of golf here at Augie, and been a long time playing golf. What kind of got you the bug initially?
When I was 5 years old, I went and watched my brother play golf, and he was 7 and playing in his first junior PGA tournament, and I went with my mom to watch him play, and I guess I looked up at my mom and said, "Mom, I want to be just like Shane." So I started playing golf.
Wow, and the rest is history, and as we said, a tremendous career here at Augustana. Emily, let's talk first about the team this year. Even though you golf individually, you guys rally as a team, and really the team score is the most important thing. How do you think our team's going to do this year?
Our team's playing really well this year. We haven't had a couple girls playing as good as they can be, but I know they're going to pull through in the coming weeks. So,
feeling good about the team, yeah. Well, individually, Emily's been burning up the course here the last few weeks, and actually we're filming this on Monday. Yesterday up at Marshall at Southwest on the course up there, you shot a 70, I think. Were you the medalist for the tournament, I think, and all of that. So the week before at Concordia, at St. Paul, she had a phenomenal effort. You've been a conference champion for the Vikings in the past. You're playing really good right now. What's the key?
I think staying in the moment is definitely the key right now. I don't think about shots that are to come or ones that I had earlier, but I stand on every tee box and have a goal to make a par. So. Okay,
and how about Coach Kirby and Coach Coddington? How do you feel about those guys?
Oh, they're doing a great job. I really love playing for them. They're really great coaches, and they treat us like our parents would, so it's wonderful.
Okay, as a career here now, you are a senior. You're getting to the end of your days. What's your major and what are your future plans?
My major is business administration, and I'm not sure what my career plans are. I'm kind of just following wherever God leads me.
Okay, that's wonderful. And again, in the experience here at Augustana, it's been both as a student and an athlete. Let's talk first about your experience as a student. What has it been like to be a student at Augustana?
It's very high academic standards, and I really enjoy that. Your professors really push you to do the best that you can.
Well, Emily, academically, who's been probably one of the keys for you as far as an advisor or someone on the faculty?
Shelley Gardner's been really a help for me. She's my advisor and definitely coaches me through what I should do with my career, what classes I should take, and really what I have in front of me after Augustana.
Okay, that's wonderful. And then, of course, the athletic experience. What's it been like to be a women's golf sensation here at Augustana?
The best thing about Augustana is that I have teammates that challenge me. In high school, I didn't really have teammates who pushed me to play any better than I was playing, but here at Augie, any one of us can win any given tournament, and it really pushes us to play better. As
a senior, then, reflect on your experiences as both an athlete and a student here. Kind of sum things up. What's it been like to be an Augustana Viking?
Being an Augustana Viking is a great experience, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I love my teammates and my coaches and the academics as well. Okay, wonderful, Emily. Well, we've got a lot of golf to go here. This weekend, the Vikings compete right here in town in the SDSU Invitational at Minnehaha Country Club. I bet you're looking forward to that. I am. Yes. Yeah. Well, you play great and lead the Vikings on to the best we can do, which is been nationally, and we expect that again. Thank you. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, break!
Today we come together, united as a human family. Today we share the same stage, the same commitment, the same dream. Today is not just about the ceremony, the flags raised at the end. It's about what it takes to get there, the commitment, the finest training, and digging deep when the moment depends on it. Today we come together to improve the human condition.
How do you hold a moment? Keep friends and family close. Witness the passage of time. Replay the glory days. Relive magical nights. Create memories to share. How do you capture a lifetime? One picture at a time. Life Touch. Photography for a lifetime.
Let's take a look at the Augustana sports calendar for this week. Friday, September 28th, volleyball back home against the University of Mary, 7 o'clock at the Elman Center. Saturday, September 29th, football on the road for a big game at Wayne State at 1 o'clock. Cross country is at the University of Minnesota Invitational in Minneapolis. Women's soccer is home against Minnesota Duluth at Morstead Field at 1 p.m. And volleyball is back home again against Minot State at the Elman Center at 5:30. Sunday, September 30th, women's soccer home again against St. Cloud State, 1 o'clock at Morstead Field. And the Augustana women's and men's golf teams face some tough competition in the SDSU Invitational, which is being held at Minnehaha Country Club here in Sioux Falls. Monday, October 1st. Again, the golf teams play in the SDSU Invitational at Minnehaha. And remember, for radio coverage of Augustana football, you can hear the Vikings on KIKN FM 100.5 and worldwide at KIKN.com. And Augustana Athletics information to learn everything about Augie Athletics, go to our website, goaugie.com, and remember, for discount tickets, go to goaugie.com/tickets. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at this same time next week for another edition of Augustana Sportscene. So long, everybody.
You have been watching Augustana Sportscene, a weekly review of Viking athletics at South Dakota's largest private college. Learn more about Augustana College in Sioux Falls at augie.edu.